Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Amore português, say you love me. Amore português, say baby, I português, say love. Amore português, say baby, I. Hey guys, on my way to class. If you don't notice, I'm driving. So, yeah. This is not my car, by the way. Love me some Tina Marie. That's what I just seen. I broke down at Mercer. Worst possible place to break the fuck down. Was the night before Christmas. Yeah. The schools. I'll try to give you guys a school recording. Not truly supposed to be on the phone, only because I am driving. So more recordings later. Y'all always catch me in my pajamas, but anyway. Okay, so let's explain today's life events. Let me cut this down. And let me shut my door for a more private kind talking. Okay, so let's get into it. So, today's events led up to a beautiful day. I took my quiz and I felt more confident about this one because I knew more particularly about it. But anyway, so as you guys, in the first part of this video, you'll see me traveling to class. Today's class was long. Well, not long. It's the same usual, from 12 to 1:20. Basically, only an hour of class. That's it. Starts at 12, ends at 1:20. So yeah. And today, what else did I do today? From coming home, eating lunch, then going to get my nephew, then going to the chiropractor, then coming back home and chilling. Pretty simple day. Now all I gotta do is study. But I will probably take a break tomorrow, or not. I have a test actually coming up. Like I said, this week was 2 quizzes and 1 test. 2 quizzes and then 1 test next week. So I'm particularly a busy vlogger. Okay, for you guys to know, Vlogmas 1, 2, and 3 are officially up. Vlogmas 1 was the start of the first day of Vlogmas, and I was basically studying. Vlogmas 2 was putting up the Christmas tree. It was supposed to be a video on Victoria's Secret, but it obviously wasn't going to happen. And be due to 1, being tired, 2, just a lot of things going on. 3, the day was overrun by other things. And Vlogmas Day 4 will come up today, and Vlogmas Day 5 will actually come up today, possibly around maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, or later than that. Alright, so you will be seeing all 5 of these videos today, and then hopefully Vlogmas Day 6 I can get directly on point. But Vlogmas Day 4 will actually come on today. Alright, so I'm sorry for the wait. Vlogmas Day 4. Let's fix my hair. All up in a tizzy. Vlogmas Day 4 is basically, it's just basically me continuing on studying, and then going downstairs and then chilling and studying. So it's not really much to do on Vlogmas Day 4 because basically, as you all know, I had to, I had to quiz today. So I was basically studying from yesterday to this morning. If you guys want me to explore more into depth of what I am studying, it's math. I don't know if I ever explained to you guys or if I showed you guys, which I believe I did. Math 120 and it's logic. What is difficult about this is that logic is kind of like mingling in English mixed with math, and then it's like you gotta solve. It's like putting it in words while also solving it in a math equation. So it's kind of difficult. You know, some things are not like for the first half of the book, it's not your typical usual mathematical equations, and then by the ending you start getting to your mathematical equations. Like I learned technically throughout the semester, I have learned about sets. What is a set? What defines a set? Sum, all, and all that type of stuff. From sets, we went to truth tables, and So let's see. Well, let's start slow. The base of the book starts at 2. There is no chapter 1. There's chapter 2, and then it goes on from chapter 2 to chapter 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and then 2.4. Then there's 3.1. Then it's the next chapter, chapter 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and then 3.4. And then chapter 4, and then 4.1, 4.2, 4.4. No, 4.3. There's only actually 3 sections in 4.3. Or maybe 4. I think it's 4 actually. Yeah, take that back, 4. And then in 4, and then in 5, there's not actually no sections. It literally speeds up to 5, 5. And chapter 5 is actually the real numbers. So once you get out of all the symbols, tables that are made, true or false tables, and words and writing, all letters and all that type of stuff, after that, it's basically real numbers from here on out, and it's like numbers that you have to do from kindergarten and back. So there's no like, so there's no so from this point out, and from this point out, it's basically all real mathematical equations. From the beginning, it's nothing that you would ever probably seen before. Put it like that. So yeah. And that's pretty much it. I'm in my last section. I'm hoping I did good on this second quiz. Be aware that the second quiz is based on be aware that it's 2 quizzes and 1 test, and then actually 2 quizzes, a review, and then a test. Yes, this class doesn't have a midterm. So here's the good thing. Here's the pros and cons about this class. Let's explain. Pearl. There are quizzes and tests. And projects. There are 3 projects, which you don't have to do. It's only 3 projects. And so for this part, you don't have to do a project. Okay, let's see. Let's describe it in more detail. 1. There is a project, a quiz, and a test. 2. Project, quiz, and a test. 3. Project, quiz, and test. 4. No project, 2 quizzes, and 1 test. That is 1. 5. Okay, that is like, no, 5. 2. So that's the other things about it. There are like a lot of quizzes and a lot of tests you have to study about, because this class has a lot of information. If you miss any days, trust me, if you miss 1 day in this class, you will be forever unblessed. You will die. I missed only 1 day, and I felt like I missed a whole goddamn logical adventure. Like that, to describe that, like, really. Oh God, sorry. I literally have to describe, like, if I could describe this now. What is that black one? Oh, sorry. Yeah. If I could describe that to you guys, if you miss 1 day, you will have the worst experience of your life. Worst experience of your life. I missed 1 day, and all the information that she did for just 1 section to understand the whole chapter felt like it was bleak. I could not remember anything for a quiz, and I could not remember anything for the test. I literally I fell out of order. You miss a day from this class, you will fall out of discombobulation. I promise you that, and I promise you not. So do not ever miss a class for this class. Do not ever miss a class for Math 120 and Logic, because you will be screwed, dude, for any chapter. It's a lot of information you have to take in, and it's a lot of stuff you have to know in order to be able to pass the class in or pass your test, quizzes, or anything like that. So please don't ever miss a class or a day. You will be for forever ungrateful and unlucky. I'm just lucky enough that I stayed longer than I did, because actually, when you think about it, this is the second time I've taken this class, and it was hard, and it was disturbing, and it was difficult to get by, and I missed one day in the first part. I missed one day. I also missed a day in the second part, but I have more information. Let me see, how do I explain this? In the first one, I wasn't doing so well anyway, so I just decided I can't do it no more. So I was like, fuck it. I didn't even stay long enough to do the real number mathematical system that we're doing now. I am staying in the second part. I am doing good. I learned better. I did it better, working better, and tutoring, all that in the bag of skills. If you want to get past anything, and you have to go to a tutor, you have to come to classes every day, no missed days. Like I said, one missed day in this semester, I had the test two, project two, and all that type of stuff. It was terrible. Besides the project, and besides partially the test, well, no, I got a 52 on that. So, besides the project, everything else, I'm still at a good standstill that I can pass this class, though. One section, chapter 2, was a flop. No, chapter 3 was a flop. Chapter 4, wait, I'm trying to think. Chapter 2.2 was on sets, chapter 3 was on logic and the truth tables. Chapter 4 was on symbols, and oh, yeah, chapter 4 was the symbols. So chapter 4 is where I screwed up at, basically. Anyway, though. So yeah, and if you get a tutor, and there actually is a tutor that can help you for this class. So take advantage of that. And another pro is there is no midterm. So let's go relap. There are only one pro. There is only tests and quizzes in this class, and they're only at a certain length. Well, the projects are anyway. You only do 3 projects. You get math quizzes to boost up your grade, because then when the final test is done, you get like, basically, the tests are like extra credit almost, and then they're like extra points to add to your grade average if you're struggling. Like, so it's a good help if you do all the tests and do all the quizzes, and their tests are fairly easy if you remember the way they do them. Okay, that's one pro. Second pro, yeah, your projects, there are only 3 projects. There are mad quizzes, which again will give you extra grades, and there are only like 4 tests. Another pro, you don't have to remember anything. Once you take a test, it's over. Yeah, that's a third pro. There are no more you don't have to remember any of this for anything else. There is only 4 tests, and I think this would be test 4, like 5 quizzes, and there are only like 3 projects, and you don't have to remember nothing. And then the fourth thing is there are no midterms, and there are no second thing. Fourth thing is there are no midterms, and there are no final exams. This class is basically fairly easy. You do not have to remember any of the stuff that you learned beforehand for any big old midterm, big old math test, nothing like that. It's all tests, and then after that, you're done. You just study up, and this last test is the last test that'll that'll stand between you and a degree. So take advantage. I am possibly going to take advantage of the tutoring center tomorrow. If you guys want to see what my school looks like, let me know. Maybe for next week, I'll do a school video. College video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So today was just another relaxed day from class. Tomorrow, I might go to a tutor, or yeah, no, I'm gonna go to a tutor. I need to go to tutoring. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This is day 5 of Vlogmas. It will go up tonight, and then tomorrow, day Vlogmas 6, and then Whiskers wants to come in. That's how he lets me know. Hi, Whiskers. Hi, Whiskers. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, Sexy Chocolate 21, and hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Oh, wait. Before I go anything, I was saying, day 5 of Vlogmas will be up tonight. 1, 2, and 3 Vlogmas will be is already up, and day 4 will come up later on this evening. So check it out, and then day 6 will be tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get day 6 on its actual day. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Subscribe and peace out. Deuces. I'm saying deuces.
Are you listening? Damn.